in the car again on our way back from skating. Again. This is another Gaskin story about me breaking my bones. So, when I was 4 years old, let's see, that was my wrist. I broke my wrist. It was Sunday, which was at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And I was sitting on the back of the couch, like on the back rest part, like on top of it. And I was sitting on it, and then all of a sudden I totally lost my balance, and I fell over backwards onto the tile, wrist first, and of course it was my right one. So I remember, so I started crying because I just broke my wrist, and and so I remember Dad picking me up and going out the door, and then I don't actually remember being in the ER, but I remember getting my cast off. But I had to keep it on for a while, and I remember the next day I had a cast on, and I was in first grade, and I had to tell everybody about my wrist, and I was not very excited about it. And then that's when I was 4. And then when I was 6, I broke my collarbone at my friend Macy's house. Macy, she lives like right next door. We've known each other since we were 3, best friends. And so she has this hill. It kind of like curves, and like from the top to the bottom, like right in between where there's no path is a whole bunch of rocks, like pretty big ones. And she's a tramp at the top. And I remember, her older brother, and me were all jumping on the tramp, and we got a little bit tired, so we were like, okay, let's go inside and get a drink. And so we were running down the hill like we always do, but right at the curve, right where it curves, I tripped, and I started rolling, and my collarbone hit a rock, and and then I stopped, and then I didn't actually cry or scream or anything. I just sat there, and I was like, ouch. And then Macy and her brother came over, and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't think so. And so I went back home, and then did we know that it was broken?
We suspected it was broken. I had broken my collarbone as well when I was younger, and I could tell the symptoms.
Yeah, so, that was fun. So, broken bones, woohoo.